My brother went to the doctor to see what ailing him. Ally. An ally is someone who agreed to help support you. I feel happy to find many allies who share the same opinion as me. Boast. To boast is to talk about how good you are. We all became tired of listening to him boast about himself all day. Bounce. Bounce is to move something with up and away from surface after hitting it. Or we can bounce the ball in the ground. Bully. A bully is a person who means to others. The two bully always pick on the small, the weaker kids. Carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are substances in food like bread that give it energy. Carbohydrates like dry or kick us the energy for active people. Crawl. To crawl, to move slowly on your hands and knees. The baby crawls across the floor. Defeat. To defeat someone is to beat them in a game or battle. The champion defeats the challenger in the boxing match. Dial. A dial is the front of a clock. I look at the dial to see what time it was. Dominant. When someone or something is dominant, they are stronger than others. The gorilla like when the dominant animal, they're stronger. Mercy. It's some mercy you choose not to punish or harm someone. He asks the person for mercy and to not bite him. Nod. To nod is to move the hand up and down. Another man listen to the song. Opponent. An opponent is someone to fight against you. Quarrel. To quarrel is to argue or fight. Billy quarreled with our buying a new house. Rival. A rival is someone that is trying to keep you from getting what you want. The three rivals are all competing for the same job. Sore. When part in the body is sore, it hurts. After reading Harry Potter, Molly's back was sore. Sting. To sting is to cause pain by pushing a sharp part into the skin. The needle stung my arm and made me stay out. Strain. To strain is to try really hard. Casey strain to lift the heavy bark. Torture. Torture is something that causes physical or mental pain. We thought the writing essay was torture. Wrestle. To wrestle is to play a game where you try to put someone to the floor. My dad loved to wrestle when they were in high school. Jordan versus the bully. Jordan was a nice boy, but sometimes the other boy made fun of him because he was so tall and skinny. Jordan's biggest problem was the mist. With the bully with both the brownie string, he quarreled with the other boys. Sometimes he boys gave me the lunch money with their mercy and listen room alone. One day, the boys learned about the special middle school and fixed. The gym class were going to be in it. Many kids were excited. But Jordan thought it sounded like torture. Next morning, Jordan ate 20 carbohydrates for breakfast. He entered the gym and looked at the dial and the clock. It was time to begin. The teacher asked, "Are you ready?" Everyone nodded except the daughter. "I got stung by a bee. I need to sit and nervous," said Jordan. He's made it up and got into place. "And I believe you get ready to play," responded the coach. First they wrestle, then they jump, Gordon and play up the game. But Mitchell the dominant in every event. It takes almost morning to defeat. By lunch was sure. Wondered by the body Elton. He thought about how to win. They knew the life given the day were volleyball. Kids were huge to be Jordan rival became a child life. They wanted him to have them beat Mitch. Jordan was going to meet his opponent. The game started. Every time Mick tried to hit the ball over the net, Dalton stopped it. Finally, Mitchell out of his dream. But the ball bounced off Dalton's head and back into Mitchell's face. Finally, Mitch was defeated. Unit 10. Wallace. Action. What the Truman very shortly said, decision shape destiny, or my focused era, a decision shape destiny, what determined decision, what you focused on right now, we decide what focus on, and the second, because they import the meaning and focus on something, get the meaning. Like whatever that's meaning about emotion, I get the end or beginning. That's called punishing or wanting me or this reverse dog. And the motion, the correct what you're going to do, what the action. So think about Tron line, the decision that shape the destiny. And that's the really heavy, but in 5 to 10 years, the 10 you have a decision, you made it, a different decision, you like to be completely different. And we can think about honestly, God say I. So the bottom line make it what to go to work, and you met the love of your life, and make the reason, the goal coaching that I saw here. I understand the decision what the cell technology are first. But you make a decision we don't go to what the work or the deadline or the impact. The history about worthy about decision where the woman stand up and know I would believe the back of the boss. See under spectral light the decision shake our culture. What's the understanding about the stack or being the decision like also strongly? Some statute got stickler cancel because you type an email that's going to run back. They got in a brain, they got in the mom, got to go state the decision to focus on. It even people got to mean, got to begin, what they want to do, got to win 7 championship and never got to beat and cancel, they got emotional fitness, psychological strength. That's the difference between being a scene at the premium be at the brow, that there are 3 million people from 80 different countries and 20 million project, 29 here, that's why other become argue. You see it. South America after made the content in certain way right and also sound ridiculous. So what shake the answer what shake you to individuals for breakfast one stage. We all had time, they had the time to do something to do as a surrogate. I sat down, kept my dad back and started waiting as they are. After that they have to do that's for me. Right and got the beauty, got the stage. So people train that quickly, what they will finish it quickly here. The model of the world will shape the long term. The model was future. That's what shaping. Was to make people make decisions and get informed from uninformed. As made a battery but first what you talk it, what you utter, what you I believe, I did not desire, get the desire the whole, I got to go at the talk, it's a story, I've been there they are. So it needed we have, I need the seed to make. Second, what you want the target of driving it, you want the coverage, go through the good for the coverage. If I got to happen to believe it, to tell them how to get there. Some people think a way to miss the storm, the water, think to build something, raise something, war someone, and send the few so very quickly, sickness, your trial, your fasting uncertainty. Until that the goal of the idea of virtual everyone to certainty to pick up the point pain and is comfortable. How did you guess? Got the control everybody, divorce skill, give up, smoke a cigarette? That you get totally certain by rapidly but only to uncertainty about the health or children or money. You think about uncertainty or the SP. But what the girlfriend the different they get total certainty. They get what got the certainty what they have what can happen, how can it, what do you feel? What if your mind so caught in her infinite wasn't? If a second unit got the uncertainty, when you know variety, we need surprise, how much you will love surprise, say I. Don't think that because it hasn't happened, it will happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen because the great rich. Sometimes they don't have because the goal is already ready. Sometimes they don't have because they afraid the wrong thing. You're brave and the last thing you are, but you act and you think are available. You can trigger neurons around your heart. Sometimes it hasn't happened because the situation in the timing. So if your brain for something working your frontic, waiting for something. What determines the resources for this to shape destiny? What the focus here? This is shape destiny. What the term three decisions, what they got focused on. Right now, they decide what focus on in this second, consciously and consciously, the meaning is like focus on so you get the meaning. And whatever that means, body emotion, and this the end or beginning. If the cause punishing or recording or this the roll dice in emotion, that's a great God going to do or the action. So think about online, the decision you shape of destiny. That sounds really heavy, but in the last 5 to 10 years, how many decisions you made that you made different decisions that be completely different? How many can think about honestly better or worse AI? So the bottom line, the making of the world go and the make the love your life and make a career decision in the Google Genius I saw here. I mean, understand that the decision, the several technology at first. But the makes that decision river start or control the world is when I realize the impact. There's a history of the world decision when the woman stand up decision, no, I won't go back to the past. So didn't affect her life, the decision shaped our culture. Someone standing in front of a tank or being a musician like Snap Armstrong, someone says you got tactical casual, that pretty tough for email that's replied, you got it brain, you get it wrong, but what addition, what you focus on. Different than most people got it mean wasn't a big and beginning one or two. There was a win 7 champions can never win before the cancer because of emotional fitness. Psychological stream. That difference commuting I see at the 3 million abroad after my last dream people from 80 different countries that are trained over like 29 years. And the world process become obvious. You see, that's the American Africa may connect in certain way, right? Other people say it sounds ridiculous. That's so what shape lens, what shape you? Twin Peter Frost very quickly. One state. We all had times, got time you did something after you did got to sell companies that said that it could be a data so speedy, mean that say I. Have we done everything do? That's for me. Right, it was an ability under state, and some people trained that quickly, got are finished quickly here. Your model, the growth will shape you long term. Your model, what the future. That's what shaping us. What happening people, but decision what influence somebody, what MD or influence them. And make the three parts ability the first, your target is what you after. What I believe is not desire, dealing the desire to grow, and we got to go and desire thought is that always that being there say I. So in this, it will have ability six humanness. Second, once you got the target to driving you, what uncover is the truth. You uncover it. You find out what happened, the belief system that told you get there. Some people think that destroy the world, they build something, create something, love someone, and so the feel you pick. So very quickly, sickness is the first one certainty. Know the as the goal design universal everyone certainty that can provide pain comfortable. So how to get the control everybody develop a skill, give up, smoke a cigarette, and they got totally certain or agree, not just certain about the health of the children or money. You don't think how much certainty gonna have missing any stick. But what you got was so different, get total certainty. You got what could you first certainty, what can happen, what can happen, what do you feel? Father to myself God in her infinite wisdom. Give a second you need what is uncertainty. One need the variety, you need surprise, amateur surprises. Say I.